Hello, welcome back to the channel. And what a disaster class that was by Watford. I don't really have the words to describe how I'm feeling. I watched the match live on here on YouTube last night, and I took the rest of the evening to reflect and look at other fans' opinions on social media. And whilst I was willing Watford to the very end to get that winning goal, I never really thought it was going to happen. I think Sheffield Wednesday were clearly the better side, and in my opinion, thoroughly deserved actually to take all 3 points. Vivaldo Semedo was one of the only players to make any real impact on that pitch yesterday. Pierre Ekwa was very good as a substitute, I felt, with his shots from distance, troubling Charles in goal. Other than them two, I was quite unimpressed actually with what I saw. As soon as Jeremy Petrie went off early with that injury, we lost all attacking impetus down that right hand side. I felt we were quite passive. Both fullbacks, Mark Bowler included, and James Abankwah, weren't really bombing on. They were sitting quite deep, and we were inviting unnecessary pressure from what I have to say is, on paper, a poor Sheffield Wednesday side. They are statistically the worst team ever in the Championship. They are on -7 points and are also due to receive another points deduction in League One next season. But if I was one of their fans, I would be extremely proud. And they were even playing so well at the end, to the extent that their fans were olaying every time they passed the ball. I mean, it can't get much more embarrassing than that if you are a Watford player. Where do we go from here? I really don't know. Statistically, when you look at the Championship table, not much has changed because the results last night went in our favour. Wrexham lost, which would have meant if Watford had won, we would have made ground up on them in the race for the playoffs. But in my opinion, we don't deserve the top six. We are far too inconsistent. I think at times we are a team of individuals rather than the collective. And that is almost counter to what I said after Bristol. I felt after Bristol that some of the performances we saw were very good and that the team were fighting for each other. But I saw none of that at Hillsborough last night, and I feel sorry for all the Watford fans who spent their hard-earned money and took time off work to go and watch that dross. Yes, on another day, when you look at our chances in the first half, we probably should have scored a couple of goals. Kayembe does have that shot on him, a left-footed strike on the half volley, that come off the post. On another day, that goes in. Georgie had a couple of chances at the near post. Luka Kiramgard should have done better with his chances as well. And I thought Nestor Irankunda once again from open play was extremely poor. And as I said, I want to reiterate the point that at the moment I feel we do have talented players at the club, and we of course should have beaten Sheffield Wednesday. But it's a team game. Football is a collective sport. You have to fight for each other. Individuals can win you games at times, but that's not always going to be the case. And I very much thought yesterday that Sheffield Wednesday played as a collective, as a team. And Watford had Imran Loser in midfield. We had Iran Kunda. We had Georgie Shatfatatse, Stephen Mfuni. We have good individual players, but we just didn't click for whatever reason. And the pressure already on Ed Steele is mounting greatly. He come in and signed a 2.5-year contract with Watford. But if he fails to impress for the rest of the season, and let's say our form drops off a cliff, he is going to be fighting for his Watford future. So for Ed Steele and the club, if the playoffs are now unattainable, which it looks like they are, he needs to have a really strong finish to this season to remain in post for 2026-27. The few positives to come from yesterday, if there are any. Vivaldo Semedo, again, with an impact off the bench. He's done that a few times this season. And for me, with the absence still of Mamadou Doumbia, should be pushing Luka Kiramgard for a starting spot. He does have that finish in him. We saw it in the reverse fixture, actually, against Sheffield Wednesday. He got the winning goal away at Norwich as well. He's rescued some vital points for us this season. Vivaldo Semedo, who scored a late winner, if I remember, at Vicarage Road as well. So, yeah, I think Semedo's pushing for a start for sure. Pierre-Emerick as well got a few more minutes than we've seen in recent weeks. He impressed me greatly, actually. He's got a good strike from distance, a really nice physique, a burst of pace as well. I thought Ekwa had a good cameo appearance. And Eduardo Bove was fine. It was an average performance, but I did feel this was the ideal game for him to start in. It's against bottom of the league, 24th place, minus points as we've discussed. Their squad is full of young players, sprinkled with a few senior pros in there. Why Eduardo Bove didn't start, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. I've just come away with more questions than answers from this fixture, really. As I said, when you look at the table, we are still in the race. If we can beat Stoke away from home miraculously and get a result at home to Wrexham, then it's very much still on. However, as I said earlier, I do think we are just too inconsistent as a team to make inroads on them top 6 positions, and we have too many individuals trying to play for themselves rather than play for the wider good of our football club. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. No man of the match from me today. No one deserves it from a Watford perspective. And to tell you the truth, I've not even discussed the horrendous goal we've conceded as well. Iran Kunda dispossessed. The work rate from him to get back was really poor, and then Saba Goglacice, my goodness, the man marking from him on Jerry Yates was absolutely atrocious. But I'm trying to wipe that from my memory. On to Stoke. Keep the faith. I know I'm very positive, and I shouldn't be given our circumstances, but I do believe that just maybe, touch wood, we could do something special towards the end of this season. Who knows? But yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.